the prior segment, there seems to be a growing movement in Pakistan, at least, that doubts that, in fact, bin Laden is dead. Would not these photos resolve that issue and put to rest with finality and make it clear that the leader of al-Qaeda is gone and finished? Mona, what do you think?
Right. I have to say that that movement, I mean, the images that you showed in Pakistan represent a tiny minority of Pakistanis and Muslims, because the majority of Muslims I know detested Osama bin Laden and what he represented and the way that he hijacked our religion and the way that he distorted everything that Islam represents and that we're proud of. I supported releasing the pictures because of the conspiracy theories. There are some conspiracists, of course, who will never be satisfied with any kind of proof. I have to add, though, that I don't know how much of his face is left to prove that it is him who is dead when the pictures are released. But you have to remember that many people across the world distrust everything the US administration says. And unless some kind of proof is presented, they will distrust it even more, especially because the story of the raid itself is beginning to change already. So I would have supported it. And remember that we see gruesome pictures all the time. We're seeing terribly gruesome pictures of what the Assad regime is doing to Syrian revolutionaries. We're seeing horrendous pictures of what the Gaddafi regime is doing to Libyan revolutionaries. So I think people can make the choice for themselves, but I think because there's so much mistrust, the US administration should have released the pictures.
But what do you say to that? That we need to do something demonstrative, something tangible, something that is akin to what people ordinarily see on a TV show to prove the case. You know, we're used to this, what I call TV-level proof now. I used to be a prosecutor, and we're used to having crimes solved with something you can look at, touch, feel, smell. Don't the folks in Pakistan who may be skeptics, they may be irrational, but don't they need to see something that is indisputable, such as a picture, such as a DNA sample? How do you respond to that?
I think Mona brings up many good points, and I'm actually conflicted over this issue, but I don't think that a picture of a man who's had multiple head wounds is going to be undisputable fact. I think that in the age of Photoshop and the age of, airbrushing, that it's not going to quell any conspiracy theories. If anything, I think that it's just going to produce more, yet they're going to have images in their hand to use for their recruitment. I think that people are going to continue to believe what they believe. Some people think he's been dead for a long time and that they just chose now to say it. So I really think that the harm outweighs the good in this, and I think that our president knows the national security issues, and if he weighed it and he thinks that it could violate and harm our national security, that we need to trust him.